Aloha. Episode 4 is here on my journey to $1 million. But today, I want to take a break from talking about my daily finances and business activities. And I'm going to take a moment to talk about why exactly it is that I want $1 million. Because it's not because I want to be rich. It's not because I want to walk around big money, buying whatever I want, uh, cruising. I don't want to be lazy. I don't want to not work. Okay. The reason why I want to have $1 million is because I want to be a major contributor and proponent of food security here on the islands, on the island of Maui specifically. So, I'll give you a little fact here. Hawaii imports over 90% of its food. Okay? That means over 90% of our food here in Hawaii doesn't come from here. It is coming from 2000. One second. Prop here messing up. It's coming from over 2,000 miles away. Okay? So that's not what we want. And I know I can just be a proponent of food security without actually having $1 million. I know that. I already do that. I work at the farmer's market. Um, my auntie has some ag land that she granted me an acre, a half acre to an acre for my own personal farming experiments and experience. So I'm already a farmer. Okay, I'm already doing it. I'm already pounding, going towards this goal of food security here on the islands. However, um, it's happened to me a few times already where I will spend a lot of my time, a lot of my energy, a lot of my own personal money and love putting my energy into a piece of land where I'm growing food, okay? Whether it be planting taro in the lo'i or you're just planting trees, just getting it going, getting it rolling, getting the food growing. And it's happened multiple times now where I'll do that and you know, suddenly the land is swiped out from under me. Whether it be because the landlord has a decision change, um, somebody sells the house that I'm renting, or some kind of lease is changing, or just somebody that I'm working with on their land just changes their mind and doesn't want to do the thing anymore. And really just bums me out, quite simply. I don't like putting in hundreds of hours of my time and energy and love into a project for it to just get swiped out from under me for some unrelated reason that's out of my control. Yeah. So, this is the reason why I want $1 million. It's so that I can be legally secure and tied to a piece of land that I can um, be a proponent of food security and food sovereignty here on the islands. Okay. And I'll tell you why. The reason why I want to be food to have food security is because I don't like eating chemically processed bullshit shipped from thousands of miles away. Okay? There are so many things that grow here that are massively abundant and healthy. I'm not interested in buying a sugary beverage in a can that was shipped from 1,000 miles away. Not interested. Okay? I got coconut. Okay? Look, this is a shirt. This is the shirt I chose to wear for this video. My mainland is Maui. All right? I don't want to be eating food from thousands of miles away. Of course, it's kind of nice every now and then get some frozen durian from Malaysia. That's pretty nice. So let me get down to the video here. So I want $1 million so that I can buy land, okay, and be legally secure in that purchase, and be legally bound to that piece of land. Okay? Because I'm sick and tired of people who own land being wishy-washy, changing their mind, bullshitting around. Okay? I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in planting ulu trees. Gosh. And I'm already doing that. But, like, for example, with this ag land that my auntie has granted me, if something ever happens to her, the ag land is no longer available to me because it's legally in her name, and I don't have any legal ties to that. So if something were to happen to her, she's getting older, if something were to happen to her, I would no longer have access to that land, to all the ulu trees that I planted, to the hours, to the years I put into that aina. It would no longer be available for me. And that's okay. Like, I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna plant the trees because I understand that planting trees for the future is more important than having my name on the land. But for that reason, I know that if the land is in my name, the future generations will surely have access to those trees because that's what I'm doing with it. When the land is in some company some company that's not even on the island. It's like a random off-island company from China or something that owns this land, that leases it to my auntie. It's only a 10-year lease. So not only could something happen to auntie within that time, but what if I put in 10 years of my life on this aina, and then the company, when the 10-year lease is up, just decides, yeah, we want to do something else with this land now. So the past 10 years that you put into it, who cares? We're going to do what we want. And see, that sucks. I don't want that. And so I don't feel secure and safe putting my energy into something that's inherently temporary. Of course, Everything in this material life is temporary, including my body. But that's like a super deep spiritual subject that I'm not going to get into. I'm talking about specifically in this life on the subject of planting food for the future generations. Okay. So, I'm going to give you a little story. I have 2 jobs right now. Well, I actually have 3, but I'm going to talk about 2 of them. One of them, I work at a farmer's market selling organic produce with Uncle Ryan. Okay. 95% of the food that we sell is grown 100% right here on Maui. 100% organic, grown right here on Maui, 95%. The other 5% is shipped from Big Island. Sometimes we get longans and lychee from Big Island because they got some good lychee over there, so we have them send over. It's like a 20-minute plane ride. And then a little bit of it is like we get frozen durian from Malaysia because that's sweet. It's sweet. Anyways, 95%. Now my other job is the exact opposite of that. 95%. This is a gas station. It's like a convenience store gas station. 95% of the food we sell there is shipped in from the mainland, the United States. There's one little corner of the store where we have local fruits, and that's the 5% that's local organic. Okay? So I have 2 different jobs. One of them 95% local organic, the other 95% shipped in bullshit. Okay? And I spend a lot of time behind the register at each of these jobs, communicating with the people, with the customers, with the common customer, daily customer that comes in there. At the farmers market, 95% local organic produce, all of the customers, the majority of the customers are very clear in their eyes. They look at you in the eyes. They're very high energy. They're constantly eating whole foods that are organic, locally grown, not from thousands of miles away, just right there, 10 minutes up the road. It grows right 10 minutes up the road. And these people are vibrant. These people are happy. These people love life. Okay? It's wonderful. It's wonderful. The vibration, the clearness, the clarity of mind that I experience when I'm engaging with these people. On the contrary, at the job where I'm working at the gas station, the convenience store, where 95% of our food is shipped in from some other place, wrapped in plastic, bullshit, okay, cans full of sugar, nonsense, alcohol, we don't need it, all right? The common customer at that store is, like constantly like dark, and I'm not trying to be judging these people. I'm simply observing the facts, the reality of my eyes, what I'm seeing and feeling, and I'm sharing it with you here. The common customer in the convenience store that's 95% shipped in nonsense. These people, they're not clear. They're not healthy. They're very agitated and just ungrounded, like not healthy. Okay. Now I don't mean to be talking badly about my fellow human. I'm just simply observing the reality. People at the farmers market, that's 95% local organic, vibrant, healthy, happy, whole foods, feeling, good. Like, it's good. People at the convenience store, 95% nonsense. You are what you eat, okay? And this is why I am a proponent of food security because I know the value of eating 100% locally sourced organic food from the Aina. And I'm not interested in fucking around. Excuse my language. I'm not interested in eating none of that bullshit. And I don't want to be existing in such a way where I'm shipping in 95% of my food. But no, I'm not doing that. I'm not happy doing that. Okay? And so, in order to be a solid and secure proponent of food security and food sovereignty here on the island of Maui, I've decided that I need $1 million so that I can purchase the Aina. Okay? I know that only God owns the land. Okay? This is Keakua Aina. The land of God. This is God's land. Alright? Not me. Bobby doesn't own the land. But unfortunately, in this society that we live in order for you to occupy a land and grow your food without other people telling you not to do that, you have to legally own it, okay? And trust me, I know there's all kind of history with this place of like people coming, stealing the land. It's a whole thing. But I'm talking about food security, okay? I don't want to get all political. I'm talking about food security and food sovereignty, because I'm not trying to be 95% reliant upon the boats bringing me food. And it shouldn't even be called food. It's literally just processed preservatives. No, thank you. I'm not doing it. Okay? I'm growing my own food. And that's the point of this video, is to tell you the reason why I want $1 million. I don't give a crap about, having material luxury or being rich so that I can just buy whatever I want and who cares. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm not on some money trip. No, I'm growing food. All right? And there's plenty of stories of people like, my uncle here on Maui. He leased agriculture land for 14 years before he ever bought it. Of course, I know there's miracle stories. I know it. I know very likely that if I just surrender to the farm, to doing it, to growing the food, I know that eventually some miracle would work out to where I could eventually buy the farm. Because it happened with my Uncle Ryan. 14 years he leased this land until finally he bought it. Okay, same thing with Uncle Daniel on Oahu. He's been leasing his land for years, doing his farm, growing the poi, growing the taro, making poi. And finally, just recently, he was able to buy it. And so I know that there's miracle stories like that where true hard work and dedication and synchronicity, alignment with God, you'll get the Aina that you deserve. But I gotta say, I'm fearful, because it's already happened to me a couple different times where I put a lot of my life force energy into planting food and loving the Aina, and then it just gets swiped away from me because people change their mind, the lease changes, the landlord, somebody sells the land. It's always something out of my control. And so I'm putting my foot down. I'm going to make $1 million because I'm not interested in getting fucked around. Excuse my language. I know, I'm trying to be PG. I'm trying to be keiki friendly. Kids friendly. Okay? So that's pretty much, pretty scattered video. I'm a little bit passionate about this particular subject, so forgive me if I was kind of like all over the place, but that's the point of this video. The reason why I want $1,000,000 is because I want to buy land. And the reason why I want to buy land is so that I can be a proponent of food security and be secure and safe in that investment of my life force energy. Because otherwise, I don't feel safe. Okay? And I don't want to be eating nothing shipped in from thousands of miles away. All right? Look, one last point. There are cocoa nuts that grow on a tree outside right over there. Okay? Fat, fresh, juicy, extremely tasty, organic cocoa nuts that just grow on the tree right outside. But still, I see people, including myself sometimes, going into the store and buying a can of coconut water shipped in from Thailand. It doesn't make sense. And it's kind of pissing me off. Excuse my language. I'm kind of mad. Alright? I'm trying to stay calm. So, anyways, I'll end it here. I want $1,000,000 so that I can be secure in my investment towards food sovereignty. Okay? That's what I'm doing here. I love you guys. Hare Krishna. Aloha Valia Oi. And I'll see you next time.